So I wanted to do a super quick video about using YouTube embeds. And one of the things about the YouTube embed that you would put in Steemit is there's a difference between the URL of a currently active live event and one that's been scheduled. And it seems to me that for some reason, when you try and embed something that's running live on YouTube, that it doesn't work in Steemit for some reason. I get like an unknown error. So the way I found to get around this is to create an event before you're going to do your live streaming. So if you know you're going to be streaming tomorrow night at 6 o'clock like I put in here, then you can schedule the event to start tomorrow at that time, and you get another screen like this that shows you a URL at the top. And if you click on play of this page, it says live in 29 hours, and then a user can set a reminder. So I think this is a better way of setting yourself up for success in terms of having people turn up audience wise in the post the next day. I've not found a way where you can just embed the URL and it works. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with the way that YouTube deals with live stream embeds, or if it's something to do with Steemit. I'm not quite sure which of the reasons is. But if you copy this and drop that into a post, you'll see that it brings up the embed for the schedule program, and it says live in 29 hours. So what you can do now is you can just go ahead and write the rest of your post and then tell people in the post that you've put this up and tomorrow you'll be live streaming, to get them come back to this post. Now, why this is powerful, it gives them a bit of a heads up, but they can also click on that button to get a reminder with their Google account. So on YouTube, or if they've got notifications turned on, they will get a notification top right in the browser, even if you don't have a browser running, as a system notification to let them know that you've started live streaming. So even if they forget to come to your live stream because they signed up for it like today and it's on tomorrow, then they'll get that push notification. But now you can write your whole post, all the people that you got scheduled to be interviewed, maybe people on Discord, people in other channels that you've got lined up. And it just means you can get this out of the way before you actually start doing the live stuff, because you don't want to be like spinning loads of different plates at the same time. Now, the reason why I brought this up for content creators is that I know that a lot of content creators are doing kind of stand-up live streams. That is, you're just firing them up and then hoping that the audience turns up. And while that works to a certain degree of people who you can catch on Twitter and Facebook and some of these other channels who are actively on there all the time, there's probably a bunch of audience that would like to tune in, but immediacy is not their thing. They don't want to jump in there straight away. So I feel like this works really well on Steemit because it gives people a good time to get adjusted for it. But also I think this is super valuable for the comments kind of thing, because your reputation on Steemit will increase rapidly if there is a lot of conversation happening on a blog post. That is one thing that I've discovered over the last year, is if you are getting a lot of engagement, a lot of traffic as comments, then that helps your reputation moving up on the system of somebody who's a peer to a lot of people. So instead of having those throwaway comments in the chat box on YouTube, why not get people commenting while you're on the live video into your comments field? Say any questions that anybody has, put them below in the Steemit post. Even if they're on the YouTube site, get them directed over to your blog post rather than in the chat, because it's very difficult as a streamer to see everybody who's in the YouTube chat, but also you don't get anything uniquely about that user. They may come and drive by, you may watch the video and then they're gone, and you have no two-way connection with that person. Whereas if they comment in the comments field on Steemit, you can follow them through to their blog. And if they're not signed up on Steemit, then they can't comment. So one of the things you can do in your live stream is maybe give away 5 or 10 accounts and set them up in real time while you're doing the live stream. So that's a really nice way of onboarding other content creators or part of your audience. And I think I've already explained about fundraising and Patreon in other places. Imagine if your audience didn't have to use their hard-earned cash, but actually could accumulate steam from their comments and upvoting on their own accounts, and then gradually they would be cashing out that money into their bank account. So effectively the Steem ecosystem, your community members are not actually having to dip into their own pockets. It all comes from the ecosystem. So a really nice little idea for your live streamers out there who keep in touch with your community on a regular basis.